here. Hello, everyone. This is what we're talking about. Oh my gosh. See, I do not have the Love Witch in a closet, locked in a closet somewhere.
It does look like I'm kind of down here in the basement below you guys. I don't know.
If the Love Witch is blinking SOS at you,
the Love Witch is not in my basement. I promise, not tied up with purple string, purple rope down in the basement right now on Zoom. No.
Very
oh my
specific.
god! Oh my god! The Love Witch is just coming in to say hi. Then she's going to work in the background because why? What's your excuse? Oh, and then you're also going to share something with everyone, aren't you?
Yeah. Well, for starters, there's not enough room on the screen for 3 people and the QR codes. So.
Yes, there are. There is. No excuses.
No, the longer I talk, the more you're going to hear the cat scratching at the gate. But yeah, I just want to come on and prove that I'm alive. And I'm feeling much better. So thank you so much to everyone who's been so sweet and checked on me. And thank you to Madam Pamita and Jim for being so sweet while I've been sick. But yeah, I got a clean bill of health from my brain surgeon the other day so that I don't have to have surgery. So that's a huge relief. Yeah, and so the instructions are just avoid stress. So as soon as I figure out how to do that in 2026, I should be good to go.
I have a prescription for you. Go to
please.
the Spell Squad forum.
Ooh, yeah, that's a great idea.
Very stress-free, very supportive, sweet people.
That's a great idea. I do need to spend more time there. But yeah, the thing I've been trying so far is working on my Ukrainian egg skills. So here's one that I decorated today. This is not like a stress-free experience, though. I broke an egg today, which was we're gonna say the one I broke was the prettiest that I've made. So this is the other one. I've been working on them for weeks, and I've only finished 2. It's so tedious, but I love it, and it's such a. The reason it takes so long too is I'm really taking the advice of only doing it when I'm in like a really positive mindset, right? So if my mind starts to wander, I go do something else. But yeah, so I'm feeling better every day.
Oh, good. Yeah. So Love Witch just got a clean bill of health, demanding cats that won't let her.
Can you hear her?
No, we can't hear her. But...
The sound gate must be working, but she's being really bad.
Yeah. But Love Witch will be in the background doing all the helping things that we need. Oh boy, do we ever. When I was doing it by myself, that was not pretty. That was not. But we are doing what we're really doing is Tarot for Kindness. And Tarot for Kindness is, oh, there she goes. Thank you, Love Witch. Thank you for popping in. See, you know what? I'm just going to have to take her picture off. That when I do the announcements, I have her picture on. As soon as I did that, she stopped showing up. So I'm gonna put a picture of Simone, her cat.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And then maybe Simone won't show up. Although I love seeing Simone. I mean, I love Simone. So we're gonna what we do here. Oh my gosh, what are we doing here? Tarot for Kindness. This is our weekly live stream that we do on YouTube, where I do tarot readings and somebody else, in this case James Devine, does oracle or some other kind of reading. We have Miss Kelly that does astrology. Love Witch will do sometimes charm readings. So we'll do some kind of other kind of divination system. So I'll do tarot, or sometimes we swap. We've done that too, where the other person has done tarot and then I do something else. But we do this to raise funds for seniors in Ukraine. As you probably are aware, even though it's not in the news, Ukraine is still being invaded by Russia, and still civilian targets are being bombed. They just went through and are still like kind of just on the tail end of this winter that has been really incredibly cold. Climate change and all of that has really thrown things out of whack, and they had an incredibly cold winter. Russia was bombing infrastructure, so people didn't have heat, they didn't have electricity. It's just been awful. Now imagine in that scenario being someone who is in their 70s or 80s or 90s, you're disabled, you live on a tiny pension, and with that pension, you don't have enough money to buy food and medicine, or food and heat if it's available, or food and your electric bill. So now you have a tough decision to decide whether you are going to eat or you're going to have your medicine. Well, Sobotan Harbor, our partners in Kyiv, they buy 2 weeks worth of healthy, good groceries for these people and deliver it to these people, many of whom are disabled and are homebound. Imagine they're bombing, there's all this going on. There's bombing. You don't have your electricity. You don't have your heat. You don't have things. And you are not able to go out and get a job, get to a shelter. You just have to shelter in place and pray and hope that your building isn't bombed that day. It's unbelievably stressful situation, and it really, to me, it puts so much into perspective. I mean, I think about people in Palestine. I think about people in Iraq. I think about in all these countries. That you're helpless and you're just trying to survive, and this stuff is going on. So here's what we can do. We have this grassroots organization on the ground that can really help people. And you guys are involved. You guys get a reading. You pay $10 per card, and 100% of those proceeds go to Sobotan Harbor so that they can buy groceries for these seniors. About $40 buys 2 weeks worth of groceries for these seniors. So when you do a 4-card reading, you're helping a senior feed a senior for 2 weeks. It's incredible, right? So I think about like this, such a beautiful thing that we can do to help people. Maybe we may never know or meet the person that we help, but by doing this together, we're, by us doing the readings and you guys making your donations, you get a great reading and you're helping a senior, really providing a miracle for them. Honestly, that's what they often say, is that I was, at the end of my rope, I didn't know what to do. And the fact that you came in oftentimes they'll come in and there will be no food in the house and they'll deliver these groceries. So you can imagine that blessing that you're giving. We're also doing something special. So how do we do that? I know you're all jazzed and you want to get a reading, you want to do it. So how do you do it? You make a donation on PayPal, Venmo, or Super Chat. Once you make that donation, we have the links for PayPal and Venmo in the description of this recording. So if you look there, you'll see the links there. We'll also pop up these QR codes to make it easy for you. The Super Chat button is the little button that looks like a $sign right below us right now. So wherever you make that donation, once you've made that donation, come back over here. Let us know where you donated. I donated on PayPal, on Venmo, and Super Chat. Let us know how much you donated so that we know how many cards to pull. And if you leave a supportive message for Ukraine, wishing them peace or wishing them victory or wishing them, sending blessings to the people of Ukraine, I'm going to throw in an extra tarot card on top of the ones that you have purchased just for leaving that supportive message. So don't forget, leave that supportive message so you get that extra card. And then after I do your reading on tarot, Divine Hand James Divine, is going to do an oracle card reading. So he's going to be doing that too.
Yeah.
No, Jessica, will the website split change the PayPal address we send Tarot for Kindness money to? No, because that's just me. That's just going to stay with me. Maybe I'll change. I don't know. I think it's going to all stay the same. So right now we don't have to worry about it. That'll happen down the line, and I'll let you know. So yeah. Probably won't, but we'll have, we have a lot of details we have to figure out as we move the Parlor of Wonders to Tucson, Arizona. So leave that support. Let us know where you donated, how much you donated, what your question is, and leave that extra supportive message for Ukraine, and you'll get an extra card. And then James Divine is going to read off of that deck. Do you want to share the deck that you're going to be reading with, and I'll share the deck that I'm reading with? Why don't you start?
No, I have to pronounce it. I have no idea how to pronounce this. I was teasing Madame Pamita because I'm like, pronounce it. So this deck, the Figure deck, I think. It is a really beautiful deck by an artist in the Portland area. And the art is incredible. So I got this off their GoFundMe. It's amazing. it's really cool. So you'll see, you'll get a card pull from that, and it's mind blowing.
That's wonderful. I think that'll be fun. I've never seen that deck before, so I'm excited to see you
I
use
thought it
it.
would be fun to have a deck that no one's
Mhm.
seen. It'd be cool.
Yeah. We also, I also forgot to mention anybody who gets a reading today is going to be entered into a giveaway for a candle from the Parlor of Wonders. I have not determined what candle well, James Devine, I mean, I literally just rolled into all this and I haven't had a chance to prep. But while James Devine is doing a reading, I'll pick out a candle and I'll show you which one you're going to be winning. So everybody who's here at the end, so if you're here and you got a reading and we already have some lined up, we have Zoya, then Jessica, then Devon. Then we have Evelyn, and then we have Carol. So we're going to go in that order. So all of you who are getting readings, and anyone else who comes, if you decide you are going to get a reading, you're going to be entered automatically in a giveaway for a free special candle from the Parlor of Wonders, probably one of the new ones that we have, and stick around to the end, or if you can't stick around to the end, come back and watch the video replay and go to the end, fast forward to the end, so you can see if you won or not. And if you won, just reach out to us on the chat and let us know, hey, it's me, I won the candle, and then we'll get you set up. Okay, we'll get you sorted. Deck that I'm going to be using is the Playful Heart Tarot. I was using this, I think, last week, and I've really been enjoying this deck. It's a deck I've had for a while. It's out of print. I think it's out of print right now, but it is such a beautiful, magical deck. And what I was doing last week, I think I'll do again. I'll pick one of the cards and read what Kitten Chops Zara has to say, because her messages are so sweet in this extra little book. So yeah. So I think I will be using that. Okay. So, yes. Lovewitch made a suggestion of the candle. Is it live? Yeah. Is it live? Oh, make it live. Yeah. And then I can do it. Okay. And then we'll figure out the details of it. All right. So Zoya is going to be first. Anything you need to add or anything I forgot to say?
Who, me?
No? Yeah.
No. Sounds awesome. Let's do it.
Okay, so we'll do Zoya first. If you'd like to get a reading, just check out the links in the description of this video. All right, Zoya, thank you so much, Zoya. It's great to see you, Zoya. Just a general reading for the upcoming week. Thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. All right, let's take a look. All right. Any message, Zoya? Any message of support for Ukraine? Did Zoya throw one in? If you're still here, throw one in, and I'll throw in an extra card. Zoya is Ukrainian, so I know that's not an issue. But yeah, get that in there. Love seeing those messages of support. All right. So, general for the week ahead. Okay. All righty. So here's what we've got. Interesting. Okay. So first card for the week ahead is Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles energy it's really about generosity and sharing and exchange is what I look at it. So we look at this card. We have this beautiful plant with these pentacles in a little nest, actually, like a nest egg. And we have a little nest of birds up here. Oh my gosh, look at this. I kind of almost feel like, while this is a card of generally about redistribution of supplies, but look at, we have these two little rabbits sharing back there. Also think there's something about this, which is, I mean, like the bird is sharing too, but I'm really getting this message of like nest egg energy. Now, when we think of what a nest egg is, when we use that term nest egg, it often means like I'm saving money for a big purchase, right? Like I'm saving up money. This is my nest egg. This is my savings, right? I almost think like there's something like also that is about a nest, that is about nurturing and growing something. So I really get this sense right now. Yes, yes, I knew Zoya. Ukraine is always in my thoughts and prayers, 100%. I already pulled a card, that extra card for you because I knew it was coming. Yeah. So I feel like that this week, and as we look at this week coming up, there's going to be some little, I think there's something that's new that feels, I'm really leaning into this little bird energy and this little nest with the pentacles. It might be saving up for something and you're nurturing your bank account or your finances in some way. But I also think there's a project that you're working on that feels like a little baby bird that you need to feed that baby bird. I really get that sense of like feeding something, really nurturing something so that it will grow and then it can have the strength to fly on its own. So something in your life this week needs a little bit of that attention. I honestly feel it's like just giving attention or time to a project that you want to build, whatever that is. Just a little bit. That's all you need to do. Give it a little snack. Feed that nest egg, feed whatever it is that you're nourishing and nurturing and get just a little bit stronger. That's the first card. Second card of this week, 10 of Swords. Oh, everyone looks at 10 of Swords and they go, oh, it's like this kind of light bulb looking figure with a 10 swords stuck in it, right? Sticking out. 10 of Swords card, I'm going to tell you, more often than not, is actually a positive card. It is really, in a very defined way, closing a chapter on something and opening a new blank page. So there's something in your life that there is an ending coming this week, but it's like an ending where you will never have to go back to that thing again. And I'm telling you, more often than not, when this comes up in a reading, it is something you are done with. It's stick a fork in and it's done. And that release and that freedom and that new beginning that comes with the new chapter is joyful. It's joyful. So something is ending and it's ending for good, but that leaves this beautiful space for you to write. It's like a beautiful blank page that you get to write something new on. So I love that turning of the page. I love that changing of the chapter and the ending of the chapter. Really a good thing to see. And everything around this is very positive. So I get that sense. This is something that really is like you're done with it and it is no more. Also seeing the Wheel of Fortune. It says the wheel of fortune. In that center, I feel like this is a card of change. And her interpretation of this card is so interesting because it's got this little baby Buddha with a beautiful heart, sitting in a heart with a little cute little rabbit hat on, right? In the center of this wheel, beautiful rainbow wheel, right? But it has something that's very interesting that is different from Rider-Waite-Smith deck, which is that center. We can have change happening all around us and be in that center where we can observe the change observe the change without attachment to the change. And I feel like that feeds into this, like we're centered and grounded within that change and that ending and new beginning that's happening. And this card is interestingly about like taking risks and risks leading to reward. That change that's happening is bringing in good things, but not to get caught up in the drama of change, right? Change is inevitable. Change is inevitable. No one goes through life and experiences no change. We all experience it. So how we respond to the change. And this is giving you that very grounded, centered, peaceful, heart-centered place in the middle where the change doesn't, you have equanimity in all of that change that's happening, right? Then we have 5 of Wands energy. Again, this is interesting. Like a lot of this week is about like this change stuff that's happening. And 5 of Wands can be an energy of sometimes disorganization or things being feeling a little chaotic. That chaos can be within or that chaos can be out there. I have a feeling that chaos, this card is talking about for you, chaos being out there. So again, like your central card is the wheel, which is I'm going to be centered while all of this stuff is going on around me. And I'm not going to get attached to all the chickens running around with their heads cut off, right? Or all the chaotic energy that's out there. I'm going to be in my centered, peaceful, a little bit, maybe not attached to that. That's your work this week. Then guess what happens at the end of the week? 6 of Wands energy. Look at that. The champion, the victor. I did it. Yes, this is fabulous fire energy of success and people recognizing. That's one of the things I love about 6 of Wands. It's like people recognizing and saying, oh my gosh, you're amazing. Right. So I think this is like this opportunity for you this week to like, I'm going to really hold like my heart space and go back to my heart center while all this is going on. And at the end of the story, which could be the end of the week, I'm going to feel accomplished and other people are going to see how I handled things. And they're going to acknowledge that too. So don't get caught up in the drama this week. Don't get caught up in the chaos that's happening out there. The change is happening. Be welcoming of that change. I'm going to throw one thing in. It's very interesting. How you view change is how one views change. You can look and acknowledge a loss of something. Oh, I lost something. But we can also, for most things, sometimes we do have to grieve. I mean, sometimes loss is just loss. But I think a lot of times we get very caught up in the loss and we don't actually see the opportunity that comes when space is made. So check as this change is happening, check in with yourself and see, is there something I can look forward to or see this as an opportunity? Because I do get that sense. Wheel of Fortune, so strong in this, is showing up. Now, I am going to read what she has to say about Wheel of Fortune because I think that's going to be helpful. Pick one card, right? And I pick Wheel of Fortune. All right. I need my glasses. Tiny, teeny, tiny print. I definitely need my glasses. Hopefully I have some glasses here. Yes, I do. Okay. I have 50,000 pairs of cheaters everywhere because I leave them all over the house. It's like a little egg hunt. All right. So the wheel says, just roll with it, baby. This is the revolution with the R in parentheses, evolution. The wheel is turning, like it or not. You plant a seed, and by the time the wheel completes a cycle, you have harvest. Nature takes care of stuff like the seasons and the weather. Similarly, we have cycles and phases in our lives. Some serve us, some hurt us. Are you consciously creating patterns, choosing to repeat actions that serve you, my dear kitten? Or are you leaving it to luck, hoping that the wheel will deliver you something tasty that you like? Change is constant. There is no controlling or stopping change. If you are getting dizzy, your best bet is to chill in the middle at the center of the wheel. The radiant hearted baby Buddha sporting a bunny hat lives here. Visit with him for a while. This is the only place where the motion stops. He will teach you the secret of moving into the new phase of your life with effortless poise and a light heart. Relax, let go, just flow with it, baby. All right, that's wise words from Kitten Chops, who designed this deck. All right, what do you have?
It's funny because at the very beginning of the reading, before I saw any of the cards you drew, I
Mhm.
drew the bat, which is obstacle. And
Loved it.
this card means it reminds us to face obstacles that challenge us with nobility and with grace and with an open mind. No matter what the roadblock is, there's a path through. It is so interesting how the oracle is so reflective of the tarot reading. So this
Mhm.
is really just validating what Pam said, that there is a way through the obstacles this week. There is a way to navigate it. Have faith in that. And so address those obstacles with grace and with nobility.
My gosh, yeah. So this is gonna be I think that's that center, right? It's like that center of the wheel. Be the center of the wheel.
Mhm.
It's the
Yeah,
main of the chair, right?
totally.
Be the center. Sending you so much love, Zoya. So great to see you. Thank you so much. Thank you,
So
thank you. Jessica's next, then Devon, then Evelyn, then Carol, and then Hengwin. I want to remind everybody, guess what? Oh my gosh, if you get a reading today, first of all, if you give all your information, where you made your donation, how much you donated, what your question is, and if you give a supportive message for Ukraine, you get an extra card. Also, everybody who gets a reading today is a oops, that's not what I wanted. This is what I want. Oh no, I'm not ready. Not now. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta oh my goodness. There we go. Okay. Um, I'm gonna share with you everybody who is um gets a reading is entered automatically into a giveaway for a candle at the Parlor of Wonders. We always have a different candle that we're going to give away, and we have a brand new candle at the Parlor of Wonders. This is the Crone candle. Oh my gosh, she's so cute.
Wow.
This candle can be used, oh my gosh, like to empower your magic, to get into honoring the crone within. Really, like this is like our wise woman, right? When we look at the maiden, the mother, and the crone, there's wisdom in all of those, but there's something very special about the old ones, the elders, the people that have experience. And we can get into that deep wisdom. This candle could be used for wisdom. I love to say, like, maybe you want to honor your familiar. Check out the little familiar that she has there. Maybe you want to use this candle to sweep away anything that is unnecessary as we move into springs, to do a spiritual energetic spring cleaning. She's available in all the colors. We're going to be giving her away at the end. So if you stick around, if you stick around, you're clearing your throat and you turned off your camera instead of your
Sorry, I hit the wrong one.
um, so we'll be giving away the Chrome candle to one lucky winner from the people who get a reading today. So I just wanted to share that with you. If you win, and if you can't hang around to the end, we hope you hang around to the end. But if you can't hang around to the end, just come back and check the recording later and see if you won, and then reach out to us on the chat, and we'll get you that candle. You can pick your color, and we'll get it sent out to you. All right. So next is Jessica. Jessica, thank you so much, Jessica. Jessica always throws in a couple extra bucks. What should I focus on for spring? Thank you. Does Jessica? I'm sure Jessica has a supportive message for Ukraine in these difficult times. I'm praying for Ukraine more than ever. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Let's see. All right. Okay. Can we go back to the question again? What am I folks? Thank you so much, Jessica. Um, let's see. Thank you, Love Witch. All right. What should I focus on for spring? So the first card I pulled is 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles, blessings. I mean, the Spherot, that we have, and the blessings. This is like divine blessings coming down. But in this version of it, it is like the tree of life. We've got like the roots of the tree at the bottom, like that roots going in the trunk. It's like a plant tree beautiful plant tree thing. There's the trunk of the tree, there are the branches of the tree up there. You know what's so interesting about this card? I had a reading with, I think I talked about this before, Bree Saucy. She did a reading for me and she said something which was, this card represents the ancestors because in the traditional Rider Waite it shows grandpa in there, right? So I think ancestor work and also going to the like working the tree of life, and the tree of life is the three worlds, the Nav, the Prav, and the Yav, right? Which is the upper world, the middle world, and the lower world. Exploring those worlds. Oh my gosh, third time I've got 10 of Pentacles in 2 days. Got one on my own and at Cards and Connection too, right? Is a message for you. Isn't that wild? 78 cards, and the cards will show up again and again to like, I think the third time is like, you need to pay attention to this. So
And in
number one,
totally different decks. It's so
I know,
funny.
I know, it's wild. So number one, I would say like working with the ancestors. Number two, going between the worlds. If you do some journeying, go to the lower world, go to the upper world where the gods and goddesses are. Most of the gods and goddesses, I always do feel like Velis is in the lower world. And I see Baba Yaga in the lower world. So it's not really that defined, like only, this and that or the other. But go explore, do vision journeys, go do that work. That's definitely something. And then work with your ancestors, continue your ancestor work, because I know you do ancestor work. So this, I think this is also knowing you, Jessica, as I know you. I think this is also like doing your research, going back and finding the folk ways, doing all the things that you love to do. Continue doing that. This is like your sign that you're on the right path. You're meant to be doing that. Continue to do that. My gosh, Empress card is next. Empress showing up. Empress is the love goddess, but I think the root of the Empress is self-love. How do we take care of ourselves? How do we pamper ourselves a little bit? And I mean, self-love is more than just pampering ourselves, and more than just, going out and getting a manicure or getting your hair done or something like that. It really is about like, how do we do our self-care? Self-care is an expression of self-love, and that root of self-love where we give ourselves love. I think one of the things people with chronic illness really can use an extra dose of self-love. Why? Because we can get mad at our body if our body's not doing what we want it to do. And that's actually a sign that we need to give our body more love, right? So I think when you're dealing with challenges of chronic illness that is happening, chronic situations, let's say, how can we give ourselves a little more love? How can we give those parts of our body that are acting up a little more love instead of being at odds with them? Loving them, loving them. Be good exercise over this spring, really. I think to give, when you're lacking energy or you're feeling some kind of pain, how can I give this part of my body some love, extra love, right? Empress energy feels like that juicy self-love energy. She's also sitting on, she's sitting surrounded by flowers in the traditional deck. She's sitting on cushions. She's like, fertility and growth. She's got that cute little baby kittens. Oh my God. Play with your doggies. That's a good way to, and just be easy on yourself is another way of showing that self-love. Third card, the Magician. Oh my gosh, you've got wonderful assignments for this spring. Magician is to do your magic, to do your manifestation, as above, so below. What I can dream it, I can create it. So work on your manifestation. We have talked before about how can I do magic when I don't have a lot of energy? You can do dream work, you can do visualizations, all those things when your body is needing some rest. These are great times to be doing magic. Take a guided meditation for manifestation. Do a vision journey where you put on some meditative music or rattling or drumming, where you can go deep and you can do a vision journey and like do this kind of stuff. Like do some magical. I almost feel like these two kind of together are pretty amazing. Where like if you can do a vision journey, let's say to the lower world or the upper world, and do some magic while you're up there, this can be a great way for you to work on your magic. So yeah, that's your assignment. Magic, and a little dose of self-love in there. So I love that. What have you got, Jimbo?
To add to that, this beautiful snake is about release. And this is the release that is talking about the way the snake sheds its skin. So do you see how the skin is starting to shed? It's a reminder for you, Jessica, to move on and to let go. There's things for you to let go of this spring, stories and habits and things that no longer serve you. We have to grow and we have to evolve. And this says, don't actually worry about the details. The universe will take care of it. You can actually let it go and then not know. So it's a big part of that. And I love how the snake is kind of in that um, like infinity sign, that lemniscate. It's very cool. So
That is really cool. That
I hope
is really
that's
cool.
meaningful for you.
I forgot to read the thing from
From
I'm gonna do
the
that.
book. Yeah.
The Empress card. I'm gonna read the Empress card because I think that's key.
Yeah.
Hooray! It is spa day for your creativity and your body. Oh my God, the snakes, they always come to me, but they scare me. I know snakes really want to work with you. And so here's what I would do. You don't have to work with snakes, real snakes, like do vision journeys with snakes, right? Do vision journeys with snakes where you talk to the snake and you get to know the snake and you um maybe even confront your fears in that way. So something to think about. Hooray! It's spa day for you and for your creativity in your body. You are in the garden. Everywhere you look, there are flower laden branches. Delicate blossoms travel in the breeze. What a perfect thing for spring, right? A murmuring brook waters and nourishes all the plants. The Empress, our goddess of everlasting pink blossoms and our fountain of all creative projects, sits amidst her beautiful creations. Hang on to your hats, kittens. Is she made of the plants and flowers of the garden herself? Yes. And she is also painting them into being. She is playfully bringing forth anything she desires into physical form. She grows, nourishes, manifests everything: your body, your children, including your fur babies, your artwork. She's the ultimate mama to it all. Be good to you and treat yourself and your masterpieces with maximum love. Take care of yourself like the most loving parent in the world would. Become your own empress and create your world as you like. Love that. Love that. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Jessica.
So
Thank
I
you. Thank
love her
you.
writing.
Love that. Yeah.
Thank you, Jessica.
Okay. So next, we have Devon. Oh my gosh, Devon. Devon has been gone a couple weeks, and so she's doing doubling up. Oh my gosh, Devon. Oh my gosh. Thank you for your reading. Divine, I actually saw a newly shed snake on a walk last spring. It was glowing. Wow. Snakes, I think there's something there for you. You know, snakes are lower world. I mean, Jessica does Slavic magic, Nav, lower world energy, snakes, Baba Yaga turns into a snake. It's very lower world energy, maybe calling you to do lower world journeys, you know? So if you didn't take, I don't know, are you in the shamanic witchcraft classes, Jessica? If not, take 1, 2, and 3 because 3 is traveling to the lower world for vision journeys, which is really about the snake. Oh my gosh, Devon says I'm feeding 2 grannies today because I missed a couple of weeks. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Devon. So sweet. All right, so we're going to do 8-card reading. Even in the face of unimaginable hardship, this is message to people of Ukraine. You stand with dignity, resilience, and hope. You are not forgotten and you are not alone. Such
Oh,
when you say this, it's so powerful and it just hits me in all the feels. It really does. May peace, protection, and brighter days find you soon. What a beautiful message, Devon. Thank you so much for the people of Ukraine. Got that extra card for sure. All right, so Devon just wants the look at the week ahead with an 8-card reading. Thank you so much. Let's take a look. We'll have 9 cards because of that message. You'll get an extra card in there. Alrighty. Okay. And then we'll pick a key card and see what Kitten Chops has to say after I do my reading. It's like you're getting 3 readings in one. Oh, I love it. I think this week is going to be like a real flowing week for you. Everything is pointing in that direction. And another message that I'm getting is to be in a real, like, you have that energy, Devon, very young, very playful energy, very fairy like energy. And I think bringing forth that energy and really leaning into that playful, joyful, childlike, um, fresh and young energy that you have. That's how I see you. It's really like you're full of life and fun and optimism and all of those things. I think leaning to that this week is really going to serve you very well. All right. So the first card that I have is the same one that we had for Jessica, her first card. We mixed up the cards and I put them back in different places in the deck and everything. But the 10 of Pentacles is showing up. So right away that we see this week as being one of blessings coming down. That's that Sphirot that's coming down. This is the Sphirot up here, the tree of life energy. This is also that energy of like ancestor energy, working with your ancestors. This can also be about going on vision journeys. I'd say go doing some meditation or doing some guided meditations where you go on vision journeys. Oh, you know what I'm wanting to do so much, and I'm so excited? More meditations. I'm going on a tangent right now. Make more meditations, and I'll be able to do that soon. Yeah. But anyway, taking guided meditations, journeying to other worlds, going into like, if you, I know, I'm pretty sure, Devon, you have the astral temple meditation that I did. You can do that one, which is such a beautiful one. But just like go to places like in your visualizations, like let go to other places, right? Go to these lands and make magic in these other lands. And this is the places that we can talk to animals, or we can talk to plants, or we can do our magic or learn from our spirit teachers, or meet with our spirit guides. I mean, all those things can happen. So I would say, to do that kind of work this as you go on this week, it's going to be it's going to ground you. It's going to bring you the energy that you need as you move through this week for sure. Know that your ancestors have your back. That's the other thing to know about this week, that you are, that you have that spirit team with you that is there with you as you go through this week. But I really think this week is going to have a lot of flowing energy to it. Well, you also have, remember I said childlike energy. Here is Page of Wands. Page of Wands energy is the fire child, right? To be creative, lean into your creativity, have fun, play, be playful. This means you'll have lots of energy this week. You'll have energy to take care of your goals, but also have energy left over to have some fun too. I do think that our inner child, and you have 2 pages come up this week. Our inner child needs to have fun. And I just did a session with someone, and the message that came through for this client that I was doing a reading is to like talk to your inner child and ask your inner child, what do you want to do today? What play? Like, what do you want to play? What do you want to do? My client was saying, my inner child wants to go out and play in the puddles. I'm like, then you go play in the puddles today, right? Make sure you feed that inner child inside of you, that fire of the inner child. So I think this is good message for you, but in particular around your creativity. What would your inner child like to make? Finger painting, decorating Easter eggs, making, doing some crafts, some arts and crafts, right? What's fun for your inner child, and make sure that you set aside some time this week to let your inner child have that creativity and have that fun. Don't neglect your inner child. So important. Oh my God. I said 2 pages? No, you have 3 pages. Page of Cups, I didn't see this one. It was hidden under the card next to it. Page of Cups energy. Look at she's listening to music, listening to records, dreaming about the Beatles. I guess that's the Beatles. Or maybe it's a K-pop band, who knows? Some band. And she's like, "Oh my gosh, I love this music. I love this band." I'd say make sure you listen to music. There's also this little kitty cat and a yellow submarine. I just saw that detail. And a mermaid and and a fish, right? It's like spending time with animals can get us into that inner child state. Page of Cups is one of the cards in the Rider Waite where the Page of Cups is talking to the fish, like talking to the animals, connecting. Psychic work with animals can be very highlighted. Listening to music, having fun, filling your heart with joy. What brings your inner child that joy? I love putting on like oldies and dancing around the house. That's a fun thing to do. Oh my gosh, we were playing music last night. That's a fun thing to do. We were at Jim's, we were playing music. Here's your third page, Page of Swords, right? Page of Swords is look at an emo kid. Is that funny? Emo kid. Um, Page of Swords energy is also about like I think of like new tech, can be new tech, but also it's like the thoughts and ideas, new things that we want to plan, starting a new project, right? So, well, I think Page of Swords can be quite intellectual, where we have the Page of Heart, a Page of Hearts, Page of Cups, that's about the heart, Page of Wands, which is about action and creativity and fun. I also think there's some ideas. You might have some fresh new ideas that come from all of this. But look at this, 3 pages showing up. 3 pages. So it's like this is a week where we want to pay attention to that inner child. It's like the tarot is reinforcing that idea 3 times, underlining, underlining, underlining that you need to have playtime this week for sure. Page of Swords can also be like talking to someone, like having conversation with an old friend might be fun. Somebody, a playful conversation, right, with a friend would be really good this week too. We got one of the extra bonus cards here. Things are easier than you think. That's really the message. And I'm getting that with all of the cards that are showing up, which is like things are going to be flowing this week. They're not, I think if you're anticipating, are things going to be difficult or hard? It's to remind you that things can also flow and they are going to flow this week very easily. I think you don't have to push the rock up the hill this week, right? So that's really very, very good message. And we also got another one, which is, wow, you got it, right? Like you've got everything you need to succeed this week. This is that card. So I would trust it, like trust in all of that flow energy, trust that you have everything that you need to take care of everything. Everything's going to flow this week. Not only that, well, we've got the death card, and the death card is that card of like the new day dawning, right? So I feel like this card is like the ending of some things, the change that's coming, where I think things have been kind of struggly, and we've looked at your readings, it's been like, I've been having, to deal with things. I think you very ably deal with things, but you're having to deal with things. I think that we're turning a corner with all of that. Death card is about graduation. When you graduate from high school, you might be like, "Oh, I'm going to miss my friends. I won't get to see my friends every day anymore. I'm going to miss, that special teacher. I'm going to miss that special class that I took. I'm going to miss being on the sports team." Whatever it was that was your high school experience, right? But that's like 5% for most people of their graduation experience. The other 95% is like, I can't wait. I'm going to go to college. I'm going to get a job. I'm going to go travel. I'm going to do things. I feel like most high school students, when we graduate, we're looking forward to the thing that's coming. And that is what death card energy is. It's like something is ending, but we're graduating to something. It's really emphasized in the Rider Waite Smith, where we have those 2 towers with the dawn in the background. And those 2 towers represent the columns that you walk through when you go through a gateway. So it's like going through a gateway to something new, a new day dawning. But yes, we have something that is ending, but it is leading, it's like graduation day, right? So, yeah. So just knowing that you're going through graduation, like the flower The little petal is falling down. There might be a little tear about something that's ending, but there's blossoms galore, new things blossoming in that, and way more blossom than there is ending. Um, Look at you conquering here, conquering the week. Number one, you're the winner. Here we go. We had this card earlier. Six of Wands is um, being super capable, having the energy, conquering, being victorious, and having others see your victory. This is like you're gonna crush this week. You're gonna do amazing, and people are gonna see how you crush this week and be like, "Oh my gosh, Devon, you're amazing! What a fabulous job!" Lots of fire energy this week. We also have Eight of Wands. And Eight of Wands, again, smooth sailing this week. Everything going in the right direction. I don't feel like anything this week is feeling hard. I feel like it's flowing energy this week. Yeah, there's a transition that's happening, but that transition is opening up so much for you. And so, yeah, it looks like beautiful, beautiful energy. Bring that inner child out to play this week as much as possible. As much as possible. All right, I'm going to pick a card. I'm going to pick a card to talk about. Let's see, what one do I want to talk about? I want to talk about Six of Wands. Let's see what Six of Wands she has to say about that. Six of Wands is this card, the winner card, champion, crushing it. Let's see what Six of Wands is about. Okay, here's what she has to say. Yay, you made it. You pulled it off. You win. You are beaming with joy and enthusiasm. This is super good news, a winning ticket and well-deserved rewards. I love that. Love that. Beautiful energy. Thank you so much, Devon, for your generous donation. Thank you. Thank you. Jim is going to do a little oracle for you.
So all those pages and all these cards, what I'm really seeing as a big key to that is compassion. So here's this, look at those cuddly foxes. Isn't that awesome? And this is to remember that, when I was a kid, I was kind of a geeky kid, and I had a lot of shame over things. And this is a reminder that you can have compassion for yourself. And that's a lot of what we can do to bring out that inner child, is the compassion for the dorky kid that we were. And that's really what I see with that fun fox and that fox energy for you.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's so sweet to if we didn't have like the ideal childhood or ideal situation, then we really have to step up for ourselves
Yeah.
and give ourselves the love, give that inner child the love that maybe they didn't get, right? Wherever that was coming from. Was it family? Was it
Mhm.
society? Was it where is that? And like to be that nurturing, compassionate, that's Page of Cups all the way, right?
Yeah, totally. And isn't it cute? Don't you just want to be in that cuddle puddle?
I know, it's so
Uh,
cute. These cards are really good.
oh,
Look
they're
at this.
fantastic.
Oh my
They're out
gosh.
of print. I would have put the link for people, but
Oh my gosh. We're playing with
sorry.
2 out of print cards, you guys, today. Decks. Out of print decks. Oh my gosh, Devon, we love you so much. Thank you so much for your generosity. You're helping 2 grannies, feeding 2 grannies this week. You're awesome. Thank you, thank you. Oh my gosh. Okay, so next is Evelyn, then Carol, then Henguin, then Mel. Oh my gosh, Mel, thank you so much. Thank you guys all so much. It's so great to have you here. Even if you're just watching, we're so glad you're here and hanging out with us. Don't forget, everybody who gets a reading today, you're going to be entered to win the brand new, just dropped. We just turned it on, Crone candle from Parlor of Wonders. So it's such a cute little crone, magical little crone. We love her so much. Okay, so thank you, Evelyn. Celebrating my solar return and sharing with a good cause. Oh my gosh, the Ukrainian flag. Thank you so much, Evelyn. Thank you, thank you. Happy solar return. Happy, happy. So I guess as the question is year ahead. Oh, love that. Why is mine not doing it?
Well, you got to just be patient. Hold your peace signs up. Yeah, and chill. No, don't move. It's not working.
Mine isn't working.
You
Oh
can do
well.
the one.
Yeah, yours does, but mine doesn't. Oh, well. In my heart, the confetti is flowing. So is it just your solar return that you want to get a reading about? Is there anything, Love Witch, that Evelyn wanted to ask about? Any question? No? No question? Okay. Maybe Love Witch is looking for it. We'll just do a general reading. What's coming up? Oh, okay. All right. So, thank you. All right. All right. Thank you. All right. We're going to give you that extra. You got that little Ukrainian flag with the heart. We love those positive messages for Ukraine and our seniors in Ukraine that we're helping. So here we go. Okay. All right. First card. I kind of feel like this is the challenge card. Like, what is your challenge to work on? What is your challenge to work on in this cycle, whatever you're looking at, whether we're looking at the week ahead or the month ahead or the year ahead, right? What is your challenge to work on this cycle? Nine of Swords. So Nine of Swords is that card where we have fears, anxieties, worries. Look at that poor little rabbit is sitting up in bed and going like, oh my gosh, all the things that I'm worrying about. Look at those mean monsters. Look at that umbrella with an eye on it. Oh my gosh, I'm so scared by all these things. But look at, there's a little light here, the little light of the moon, the magic of the moon. Oh my gosh, I love the moon. So Nine of Swords is like, in the Rider Waite Smith, they have a little image in the bed, carved into the bed, which is somebody vanquishing, like in a sword fight, right? Somebody vanquishing an enemy in a sword fight. And I feel like that message here, which is to do the shadow work, to confront, not in an, you can, there's so many ways to do shadow work. One is to name something, to name our fears, and that can diminish it and make them smaller. To say them even out loud, sometimes, like, can help us to manage those fears. We can make friends with our fears and our worries, so that we aren't our shadow, right? Our shadow that is the thing that we're working on. So I do see you doing this shadow work to integrate, or to make peace with, or to make friends with, or to diminish the part that we are, instead of not looking at it, which is the thing that will make it grow and grow and grow, we're going to actually work with it in some way. And I feel like that's the first thing that I see, is like working with the shadows, and particularly working with our fears. Like, what are we going, instead of just letting them fester, we're going to do something about it and do that shadow work. That's the first thing I see. Second thing I see for you is Queen of Pentacles energy. Super generous, loving, abundant Queen of Pentacles energy. I feel like you're going to have this phase of feeling really like very joyfully abundant and generous. Like, you're going to be able to give. You're going to have so much that it's going to be very easy to give to others. I feel like, Evelyn, that really is the essence of who you are. Really is that loving generosity, very grounded, very abundant. And how can you share? How can you share? The third card is one of those extra bonus cards. It's a yes to you. So whatever you're longing for, whatever you're thinking about, whatever is on your mind right now, the universe is saying yes to. What would you ask if you knew the universe was going to give you a yes? What would you ask if you knew the universe was going to give you a yes? That's a great thing for you to do right now. Great thing for you to ask for right now, because you've got that. To me, that card is like wind in your sails. Amazing. Also, look at the wheel. The wheel came back again with our little baby Buddha in the center of the wheel. That means change is happening. Change is happening. Change is inevitable. That's what this card is about. But if it feels like it's too much, you can be in the center of the wheel and let the change happen around you, right? To find that heart center and to be in that center space and let the movement happen, right? Let the movement happen around you. I kind of love this yes that you're getting. I'm really into I'm really into that idea. What would you ask for if you knew the answer, what the universe was going to be a yes? That is a delicious reflection. That is a delicious reflection. All right. I am going to read about Queen of Pentacles energy. Queen of Pentacles, where are you? Okay, here you are. This is you in all your glory. How are you, sweet Queen Mama? You are the beautiful, dedicated, and patient caretaker of all your charges. You nourish everyone, and everyone loves you in return. You have the ultimate green thumb. Your lush garden is overflowing with fruits and vegetables. You are Artemis, goddess of the hunt and the forest. You are loyal, trustworthy, and realistic. You love food, cooking, getting dressed up. You are the queen of your home, but you are also a super talented businesswoman. Your grounded, smart, dedicated, practical ways are prized in all areas of life. What a lovely blessing to give yourself. Oh my gosh. All right, Jimmy, what do you have?
I love that. That's so
Birthday
beautiful.
girl, our birthday girl. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. You got the Ravens. This is the thought and the mind. I love the albino ravens. I saw one and it was so amazing. So I want to read what the author has said about this card because I think it's pretty cool. And it's interesting to see the connections with your tarot reading. Ravens are representations of our minds. So it would be like the sword cards. Wisdom, thought, and memory. They remind us that we hold everything we need inside us. We only need to unlock it. This is a reminder to be aware of the voices in your head, what you believe you deserve, and what you think, you feel, and think you're worthy of. And you're worthy of so much. So I would love for you to take that with your reading and love it. I love it.
Oh my gosh. Hugin and Munin, I'm probably saying their names wrong.
Yeah.
You know, are Odin's ravens that go around the world and see everything and then come back to Odin and tell him all the gossip, spill the tea. Okay. So I think about like that intellectual curiosity is the raven, right? The curiosity raven. And I'm looking into things and being curious. And you are a curious person, Evelyn. I know you're open and curious. Yeah. So sweet.
So cool. Happy birthday, Evelyn.
Oh my
Hamida,
God. Yeah.
I have a 7:00 thing. I have to run. I feel
Oh my
terrible.
gosh. Oh my gosh. We'll go to your 7:00 thing.
I didn't realize I kind of double booked myself, but
Oops.
I'll try to be back.
Okay. All right.
I
Well,
love
we'll
you
be here.
guys.
I mean, you'll be back today?
No, I'll be
Okay.
back next week.
Okay.
Yeah, if
All
I'm
right.
allowed. If
Well,
I'm not banished.
I've got an oracle deck that I can use, which is the Salem Witch Oracle that
Oh,
the Love
cute.
Whiskey and I made. So I'll be doing that. Yeah. Oh my
Thank
gosh.
you. I love you, everybody.
Love you. All righty. Well, we have Carol, then Hangwin, then Mel, and then Valerie. So if you'd like to get a reading, all you have to do is make a donation on PayPal, Venmo, or Super Chat. Once you make your donation, come back here, leave us a message, put something in the chat that says where you donated, how much you donated, what your question is. And if you leave a message of support for Ukraine, I'll throw in an extra tarot card in your reading. All right. Okay. And then I'll do an extra oracle card for everyone. All right. No matter what, you'll get an extra oracle card. If you leave a message for Ukraine, you get an extra tarot card. All right, next we have Carol has a 1 card reading, sending everyone in Ukraine much love and support. Victory to Ukraine. Thank you so much. And you're going to get an extra card for your wonderful message of support for Ukraine. And I'm going to do a little oracle card from our Salem Witch Oracle deck, also out of print. We're just doing out of print decks today. We're teasing you with these out of print decks. We come up with a new deck every year or so at the Parlor of Wonders, and we make 100 of them. And that was the case with our Salem Witch Oracle. And I think that it's sold out. I'm pretty sure. We might have one left. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's sold out. All right. So let's see. We've got your cards. Did Carol have a question or no question? No question, I'm guessing. I guess Love Witch is looking to see. All right, let me pull your oracle card. All right. So first card for you, Carol, is no question. All right, so general reading. We'll take a look. Carol, first card for you is the Empress card. Remember this one? Empress card. Self-love. I kind of feel like let's talk about the flowers with her. Just forecast for the week. All right, perfect. Let's talk about the flower. The seed of the flower is self-love. Then our love can grow for love for our friends and people around us. Here we go. I'm back. That seed will grow into love for our loved ones and the people that we're close to, and love for humanity, love for Mother Earth. Think of that beautiful flower as being like that seed of self-love that can blossom into love for the world, right? So how can we nourish that seed? That's what your work is this week. The Empress card is to nourish that seed. Give yourself some self-love. Take care of yourself. Tell yourself loving words. Give yourself loving words. Look in the mirror and tell yourself how much you love you, right? It's beautiful things that you can do. That is that energy. Look at her taking care of those little kittens, and you'll have the energy to play with your little friends, to make a beautiful garden around you. That's your work this week. Be the Empress. Be the Empress. To go along with that, we also have the Hanged Man card, which is this sweet little flower that's hanging down, right? Look at beautiful flower. It's like a morning glory, right? Very content. I think Hanged Man energy in this is like, if I look at these two cards together, to be honest with you, Hanged Man energy can sometimes mean just being still, not taking a lot of action. Empress card is also like she's sitting on her little soft cushion throne, right? So I feel like this week is a really great week for you to take some downtime. Get some rest. Do some things that are restorative to you. Don't get too busy and active. If you can cut back on your commitments a little bit, just give yourself some really sweet downtime this week. Just rest and recuperation. Feeling like, what could you do that's just like cozy, nourishing, self-loving, and kind of a little bit still, right? Not too busy, but like just slowing things down a little bit. It's like so good. I think we all can slow down. I mean, I know that's a good one message for myself, but like just to let yourself go, let yourself relax and renew and recharge. That's all of this energy, and it's big energy. Your oracle card is the card of test. You know what this card says to me? It is not easy for you to slow down. It is not easy for you to take time off. It is not easy for you to just be still. I think this is true of a lot of us, right? We have constant stimulation, our phones, media, computers, all the things, screens, all the things, right? What happens when we just turn those off for a little while? We slow things down. We look at the world around us. We go on a walk and watch what we're seeing on the walk, or we sit and we meditate, or we do something that is slow. So this is a test for you. It's a test for you. Can you do it? I know you can do it. I know you can pass the test. But I will say that a test is a challenge, right? A test is you showing yourself you can do it. So what can you do? I would even like maybe I know I'm saying turn off the screens, but I would like even do a little search in whatever way. Say, what are ways that I can be slower and more mindful? And pick one of those things this week and do it. It's a test for you to see if you can. What happens when we take a test? We see how much we know, right? What happens when we take a test to slow down? We see how much we gain out of that slowing down. Read a book, right? That's a slow thing to do. Um, just sit still, meditate. I think it's a beautiful thing. So yeah, that's your focus this week. Slow, nourishment, filling up your tank, um, taking it easy. All right. Card that I'm going to read for you is the Hanged Man. I want to know about that one. All right. Here we go. All right. The Hanged Man. Oh, reverse your attitude in solitude. Change your mind about yourself. Super handsome Mr. Morning Glory Bud is hanging out, taking pleasure in kicking back. Self-love and downtime. I have been very tired, very true. So hard to slow down. A test. Cool. I will do my best. Yeah, if you've been very tired, it's your body telling you slow down. Thank you very much, Madam Pammy T. You're the best. Well, let's see what she has to say. Let's see what she has to say. Mr. Morning Glory Bud is hanging out, taking pleasure in kicking back, right? Do some kicking back. The sunlight coaxed his fellow bud cubs to open and blossom already. But what is the rush? He has his noise-canceling bud hat on, so he cannot hear the others' chatter that would most likely scatter his focus. Plus, it feels so cozy to be in the cocoon of the bud. You too can take some time out to mull over your core beliefs you hold to be true. Meditate, chill, visualize your best case scenario. Believe you are sumptuous, wondrous, luscious. Consider some new perspectives. Uproot habitual ways of thinking and old assumptions. Yeah, it's good to take out those old habits, right? You might not have all the answers right this minute, and that is okay. Change your point of reference. Practice empathy. Stop talking and just listen. Try something new, something you have never done before. Yoga inversions, everyone. Oh, be careful with those inversions. Unless you're experienced at yoga. All right. Yeah. Take some time to chill. That's what if you've been very tired, self-love and downtime is where it's at for you. So good. And that is a test. So hard to slow down. Exactly. All right. Thank you so much, Carol. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Next we have Penguin, then Mel, then Valerie. And if you'd like to get a reading, all you have to do is make a donation on PayPal, Venmo, or Super Chat. Once you've made that donation, come back over here. Let us know where you donated, how much you donated, what your question is. And if you leave a supportive message for Ukraine, I will throw in an extra tarot card into your reading. It can be, Ukrainian flag saying, wishing the people of Ukraine strength and victory, or whatever you want to say, right? Penguin, super chat. I had a fallout with a friend 10 years, and I'm not even sure why. But he seems to be very angry with me. Will we reconcile eventually? It's been a year. Much love and support to Ukraine. All right, well, let's take a look at that. We'll pull 2 cards for you and an oracle card, and we'll see what we see about this argument or this falling out with your friend being angry. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. There's an answer here. And a very particular answer that's going to give you some help here. So the first card, it's very interesting because before I even pulled up a card, I got a message. And the message is there's a misunderstanding here. And there has to be a communication to work out the misunderstanding. And that is exactly what this card is saying. So, King of Swords shows up. Swords represent thoughts, ideas, and communication. That's where the source of the problem is. King of Swords can be somebody in like in its, let's say, not most expansive evolved way. The King of Swords can be somebody who has an idea about something and some boundary was violated by something that was probably said, and they have a thought and a belief about what was said. So I think there was some miscommunication. He has a notion about what it was that you said and what it meant that may not have been the meaning. He is assuming something about what it was that you said. So in this situation, the very first thing I would do would be to open some line of communication with him. Maybe because this has been a year, things may have calmed down enough that you can open up that communication. I would even open up the communication and state what you've said here. You seem to be really upset with me. I'm not sure if there was something I said or I did that upset you. But I'm not sure why you're upset with me. Like, to explain that. If you haven't had that conversation, bring that up. If you have brought it up early on when it happened, maybe reach out to him again. Open up the lines of communication. That was the message that I got. And so I think that there's something going on here where he is perhaps stuck on a notion or stuck on some kind of thing that you said or did, and he has a belief about what you said. He has a belief. I mean, I really, with swords coming up, it's probably something that you said that he's making lots of assumptions about, and you don't even realize that he's making assumptions about it. It's interesting. Second card, the star card. I do see you being friends again. Star card often represents when people have a soul group connection. That's somebody who you've had past lives with. You have a deep relationship with someone, and the star card is that, like I would say, the enlightenment and the evolved energy that we have with somebody who we have these deep relationships with. So in this situation, when you ask the question, are we going to eventually reconcile? I think if you can reach out to him, to reach out to him, or to open up the channels of communication. And if you can reach out, maybe it's even writing a letter rather than email or phone or something like that, that sort of demands a lot of attention. A letter can be a place that you get to say, and I mean, not an email, I mean a written letter that you mail. Because again, like that slowing down energy of a letter, somebody gets to think about it before they respond, right? You get to write. I don't think you need to go into like pages and pages about stuff. I miss our friendship. I feel like you're upset and angry with me, and I'm not sure what I did or said to make you upset. And I'm hoping that we can have a conversation about it. Short and sweet, one-page letter would be a perfect thing to do. I think that this is a very strong card for the two of you reconciling again and having that enlightenment about the situation. It's a very hopeful card. So I feel like there's that, it's kind of the direction where things want to go. Oracle card is exchange. That's why I say you need to have a communication. You need to send a letter. You need to do some kind of communication so that you guys can have this exchange. You can talk to one another and you can work it out. So perhaps sending that letter is a very gentle way to kind of open up that conversation and to say, I'm not sure why you're upset with me, but I'd love to talk about it. And here's my email, here's my phone number on that letter, if you can. Be a lovely, lovely thing to do. All right, I'm going to read to you about the star card. I want to read to you about the star card so you know what it's all about. The star. The star, the star. Okay. It's your time to shine. It's your time to shine. After the tower has blasted down all the lies and the shams, I mean, you had tower card moment with him, right? Things fell apart. Your true self is springing to life at last. Your dreams are yours for the taking. Action. Shine on, baby angel. Oh my gosh, the baby angel. Your ride tonight is the magical bluebird of happiness. It is a balmy summer night. Citrus scented leaves are rustling. The fountain of youth is bubbling below while you are lifting up gently into the celestial spheres. Your own sweet heavenly body feels so good now that you are free to show all parts of yourself. No more pretending, hiding, holding back. No more putting up with stuff that hurts. No more living life for someone else. You can wear your hair any way you like, and you can paint your toes and not wear shoes. Does that little baby have painted toes? It looks like it. And you tell your bluebird ride where to take you exactly. You decide what dream to make come true. You decide what is true for you. Your time has come. Follow your bliss and don't look back. Ah, this is it. This is what you've always wanted. Welcome to your true self love. I think this is really like the relationship is going to be better. That's honestly the message that I'm getting. The relationship is going to be better after this revival of the relationship. So you had a tower moment. Things need to be discussed. Maybe you said something that to you was not important, but to him was, hurt him in some way. So I think the time has come to have that exchange. And if you haven't talked, a letter is a lovely way to do that. I think it's a really I really think letters are great, especially if you have to have difficult conversations. It just is a gentler way to approach someone. So, yeah. Thank you so much, Penguin. Thank you. Thank you. All right, next. Oh my gosh, love what you said. These glasses are so cute. Do you see how they've gotten purple from my hair? That is not the glasses. They were clear glasses once upon a time. Is that funny? It's from me sticking them up on my head. That's not the ombre, very ombre, but matches my hair. That's just from me sticking them up here. Isn't that funny? Funny. All right. Love what just sending me messages about my glasses and saying, I can't believe that's not the design. No. Couture, yeah. And perfectly matches my hair. All right, next we have, thank you so much, Penguin. All right, next we have Mel. Mel, my gosh, 15 cards. So how many Love Witch, can you tell me how many? Oh, number 1 and 2, is that all we have for the 15 cards? Okay, great. All right, we're going to take a big look. Message for Ukraine or no message for Ukraine? All right. Okay. All right. Well, if you send one mail, send a message of support to Ukraine or post a Ukrainian flag and a heart or something. I'll add an extra card in there, but you got plenty of cards. So we're grateful. And you're making such a beautiful, big donation. We're incredibly grateful. Oh my gosh, you guys, your generosity is it's like so touching to me and incredibly touching to the people you're feeding. It's just, we're so grateful. All right. I want to say, Mel, it was great seeing you in Cards and Connection today. We have this once a month get together where we learn about a tarot reading layout. And then we also have an opportunity to practice with one another if you want to practice. And it was great seeing Mel there today. All right. And at the Q&A today, there too as well. Oh my gosh. We've been getting a wonderful, wonderful Mel energy today. Thank you so much. All right. Oh, thank you so much, Mel. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. And let's see, got 8, and so I've got 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 card layout. Oh my gosh. This week is a great week. Lots of good things for you this week. All right. First question, is it safe to go for a walk on Monday? And the first card, I'm just going to take that as the first card, and the rest of the cards are about the week. King of Cups energy shows up, right? This is very safe, very protected. And you know what? Remember that Cups energy is water, and water is about spirituality. Mel, you're a water sign, right? Lean into that psychic energy. Trust, look at, he's got that crown with the third eye on top of his crown. Love that. His heart energy, joyful, very safe energy. I mean, like, I feel King is very powerful energy. So here's what I'm going to tell you. Is it safe to go for a walk on Monday? Yes. Here's what I would do before going on that walk with King of Cups showing up. Do a visualization, create a bubble around yourself, like in your mind. There's two ways you can do this. You could just like imagine a bubble, like you'd blow with bubble stuff, bubble wand, right? Imagine a bubble around you, beautiful iridescent bubble around you. And that bubble is going to let in all the good things, the plants, the animal energy, the sunlight, the beauty around you. It's an iridescent, clear bubble, right? And it's going to keep out any negativity. Any negativity is going to be kept out. It's going to make you invisible to any troublemakers. It's going to make you invisible to anyone that's negative, anything like that. You are going to move in that bubble of invisibility and only going to receive good things. You can imagine that bubble coming out over the top of you, going all the way down to your feet and being at the bottom, under your feet, going around that way. Or another way I like to do it is to imagine a beautiful heart bubble. And with this beautiful King of Cups with his heart energy in his cup, oh my gosh, that beautiful heart bubble. Imagine that bubble coming out of your heart, and then with your hands, you make that bubble really big, and you make it really, really big enough that you can step into the bubble, and then you go on your walk. But King energy is strong and empowered energy, but King of Cups is spiritual and psychic. And so I think doing a little bit of like psychic magic and a little bit of spiritual magic is going to give you that sense of safety and make you invisible to anyone that is low vibe, right? Perfect thing to do. Perfect thing to do. Who does, it's very interesting. And I know, Mel, you're going to appreciate this. People are like, oh, I don't want to be invisible. There is a time to be seen, right? But there's also a time to be invisible. And I love moving with invisibility. Like when you have to go into like Costco and it's crazy crowded and people's energies are all there, I just do a little bubble of invisibility. I get my business done and I go out and on my way, right? Don't pick up any kind of stressed energy from anybody. Don't, get any of that stuff. I just move. I think it's so great to like have that gift of creating invisibility. And Mel, I bet you're really good at that. So make that bubble make you energetically invisible and go on your walk. Beautiful thing to do. I bet you're really good at it. All right, let's look at the week ahead. Here's what we've got. Queen of Swords energy. Queen of Swords, drawing good boundaries. Oh my gosh, she is clear. She is fair. She also knows how to draw a good boundary. She has a little butterfly on her hand. Oh my gosh, that butterfly. I love a yellow butterfly. I'm kind of obsessed with yellow butterflies. Queen of Swords energy. Draw your boundaries. Communicate your boundaries. This is okay. This is not okay. Right? I think I think you're going to have an opportunity where you can speak your truth and you can set up your boundaries and you can say no to things and you can be clear about things. Right? This is a no-go. This is what is acceptable. This is not acceptable. Right? Communicate your boundaries. Communicate your boundaries. That's Queen of Swords energy. Next for this week, 3 of Cups. Three of Cups. This is an important one. Community, friends, your sweet friends around you and the community around you. I gotta point something out. We've got a great community here, right here. I mean, here in doing Tarot for Kindness, but I also mean all the things that we do. We've got the Spell Squad, which is an amazing community, and coming to our Spell Squad forum, which is super safe and joyful and fun and playful. Three of Cups energy is about that joy in community. So I think it's so important this week not to isolate, not, there's times that we want to just be on our own, but there's times to like reach out and there's times to celebrate and have joy and be in joyful places with others. So, in a way that feels good to you, right? To connect. That could be connecting to the animals in your neighborhood. That could be connecting to your pets. That could be connecting to your friends. And that also can be connecting to this wonderful, loving community. Spell Squad Forum is pretty awesome for that. If you want to get in on the Spell Squad forum, go to madampamita.com, sign up for the email list, and you will get a brand new, I forgot to tell you guys about this, brand new thing. When you sign up at madampamita.com, you get, there it is, free on-demand workshop. And you get to join the Spell Squad forum and all kinds of good things, a discount on the site and all of that. But this Spellcasting Secrets workshop normally costs $40. You get it for free by signing up at madampamita.com or going to spellsquad.com, right? Either way, either one will get you there. Once you sign up for the email list, you'll get that. Look at that. So cute. Thank you for doing that, love. It just looks so good. All right. So we'll leave that up for a little while. So make sure you guys get that and you can go sign up. I mean, you can just go over to Madame Pamita and do it, but you can use that QR code. So it's important to connect with community, right? To connect with community, to get that loving energy, to have that support, and to know that there are people around you that love you and care about you. I think that's a very nourishing thing for you. And having that right now in ways that feels good, ways that feel good, that's what you want to do. All right, next, 10 of Swords. There's something that's ending. I love 10 of Swords. I know people always weird out about 10 of Swords, but 10 of Swords is the card of really ending something once and for all. I know there are things that are in your world that you're like are sick and tired of and are ready for them to be over, and this card is an amazing card for that. So I get the sense that this week something is going to end. It may not be the big projects that you're working on, but there is movement on closing that chapter on something that is not serving you. And you get to close that chapter and you get to have a brand new chapter. I think this is a lovely thing, a lovely thing. I always feel that this sense of relief when we get to lift off something that really needs to end and we've been carrying that burden, and that's that 10 of Swords energy. Next we have 4 of Cups. 4 of Cups energy. Oh my gosh, more sweetness and inclusion and fun, right? 4 of Cups means there's an opportunity for you. Usually when 4 of Cups shows up, it's like the opportunity is coming from some place that you are not expecting it, and it's going to make you super happy. I love seeing that after the 10 of Swords. It's like that energy ending and then something great shows up. I love that. Love that so much. Next we have the Ace of Cups. Oh my gosh, so much Cups energy, all that lovely water. Ace of Cups is a yes from the universe. This is like our heart fulfillment, love coming into our life, love of all kinds, self-love, love we have for our loved ones, love that we have for animals, love that we have for nature, love that we have for the friendships and the important people in our life. So there's an opportunity for love to blossom for you. New energy, new fresh energy coming in. I love that. So sweet showing up for you. Next we have the wheel of fortune, the wheel card again with change, getting centered in the heart. This card has shown up so much this time, this week for us, right? But this is like to be that baby Buddha in the center. Change is happening. If change gets too much, take a step back, go into your heart space, get centered, let all of it happen out there, and don't get too attached to the change or too in it, right? In that mix of the change. Let the change happen out there. You go back to your center, your heart center, your good place. Oh my gosh. Next card is that extra bonus card, which is express your joy. Oh my gosh, cute little cutie painting. There's a bird in the background singing. I think this is a time for you. How can you express your joy? Is it through movement? Is it dance? Is it art? Is it singing? Is it what creative thing can you do? What creative thing can you express happiness with, right? Arts and crafts, fun things, working on a garden. What is it that you want to do? What would you like to do? Love that. Another message for you for this week. Things are easier than you think. I love this message. I love this message so much. And I'll tell you why. Things are easier than you think. This is like a check in with yourself. If you're worried about something, to let go of the worry. Things are easier than you think. So, why am I thinking and making it complicated? Why not let go and let it happen? Put it out there and let it happen, right? Magic is easier than you think. Change is easier than you think. All the things. I want you, all of us, actually, not just you, Mel, but everyone, to remember this. Things are easier than you think. I need that message. Things are easier than you think. It doesn't have to be struggle, right? It can be just flow toward a good thing. Oh, we have another one. Oh, it's a sweet message. Love, accept all of you. Love and accept all of you. Love, accept all of you. Self-love. Oh my gosh, good self-love. Look at that. All those little stuffed animals and dolls, and she's loving them. And there's this little Buddha at the top sending down love. I think this is such a good practice. Self-love practice is great for everyone and such a beautiful thing to do, right? As a yogini, to get into that heart center and to get into that self-love is such an important thing, right? Such an important thing. It's the center of it all. Giving yourself that kindness and love. We have Nine of Cups, a satisfying week for you. Nine of Cups is a very satisfying week for you. Look at the joy and happiness and the sharing. Again, I feel like Nine of Cups is like we get our overflow of love and we can share with others. Give it to Mother Earth, give it to the animals, the trees, the plants, give it to our loved ones. Show love in your community. What can you do? So beautiful, right? To get into that. This is the wish card, by the way. So what are you wishing for? Wishes coming true and fulfillment coming from that. Oh my gosh, big time. You know what? I'm going to say something. With the wheel card showing up, the 10 of swords showing up, the 9 of cups showing up, the world card showing up, I feel like the changes that you are hoping to see, the things that you're envisioning, something is moving in that direction this week in a big way. You're finally having a breakthrough. You're finally seeing some positive changes that you've been working toward. The world card is the card to remind, it's like the fulfillment of our vision, the thing that we want coming true, our wishes coming true. And the world card is also dream big, reminds us to dream big. We can have it as we wish it to be. How do we envision things? How do we hold the vision? You know what I would challenge you to do this week, Mel, is to go into like a vision, a meditation, and see the land around you being protected. See the animals thriving. See the plants and nature thriving. See the peace and the quiet. See the thing that you are envisioning, but hold the vision. Hold that vision. See it, feel it, sense it, and do a long meditation, maybe 10, 15 minutes. I know it sounds like not long. Maybe that's not long for you. That's long for me. To really hold that vision for 10 minutes, go for like an imaginary walk on the land and see it as you wish it to be. I feel like things are happening and moving in a very positive direction. Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles remind you that the path is slow, but slow and steady wins the race. This is like the tortoise and the hare. You will get to the goal. Knight of Pentacles does get to the goal, but it's step by step. Don't rush. Don't get impatient. Just keep moving forward and look at how much ground you've already covered. That's an important thing. You are moving forward. It's just slowly moving forward, but you are moving forward, and keep your destination in mind. Page of Pentacles. Yeah. Look at, she's out there with nature, with the trees. She's a little fox girl, little fox lady holding that pentacle. You're going to get there. Remind yourself, like, this is the beginning. We're going to move forward, but I feel like everything is now shifting, really shifting in a way to see that beautiful vision of the land around you being as you want it to be. Lover's card showing up. Partnerships. That's important. Partnerships, community, friendships. All these connections are really important for you this week. Lover's card. It says, with Ace of Cups showing up, love can blossom for you, but love can be however you want it to be. It can be romantic love. It can be a deep friendship. It can be a friendship. I think of like a partnership of any kind. Partnership of any kind. What are you envisioning for yourself? What would you like for yourself? But a really heart-connected, loving partnership. One where you're a team working together. So it's interesting. Like, a lot of your energy is like this week, not being alone, not going alone, not having to fight or do or be all the stuff on your own. You have support. You have partners. You have people around you. This is important. Queen of Cups energy, psychic, beautiful, spiritual, psychic Queen of Cups. We started with King of Cups. We end with Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups, very psychic, very intuitive. I would do like some beautiful intuitive work this week. Spend, and again, loving energy. This is a week imbued with love. This week is like about love. So where are we going to express it? Start with that root, start with that grounding of the self-love, and let it move up through you and be like a beautiful blossoming flower. And you can send it any direction you want it to go. Look at your oracle card, and I'm going to read one of those cards to you. Your oracle card is elevate. Elevate, right? Take the high road. Things are improving. Things are moving up. Things are getting higher. Things are evolving and coming to an enlightened state. That's what elevate means, right? So I love this. I love this so much for you. Great week for you. Beautiful week for you. All right, let's take a look at one of these cards. Which one do I want to look at? I'd love to look at the world card. Let's look at the world card. That'll be a fun one to look at. All righty. Oh, look at this is success energy. Congrats. You did it. You take the crown. You win the cake. It is your song. It is your song playing at the disco of life, and everybody is getting down to it. You are having the time of your life, boogieing down with your supporting team of kittens. Enjoy, jump for joy, immerse yourself in this moment, have a ball. Oh, look at it's a little disco party. I love disco dancing. She's speaking my language there. I love to dance. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. I love yellow butterflies. Saw one the other day. I've been doing your miraculous meditations, the magic carpet. Oh my gosh, Mel, that's so good. Yellow butterflies are super special to me. They are really special to me. This is like, oh my gosh. I want to go back to that yellow butterfly. Where is she? There she is. Yeah. The butterfly, the evolution. Oh my gosh. Butterflies are every time I see one, I get very excited. But if I see a yellow one, I get really excited. Oh my gosh. I love that so much. Oh, I love that you're doing that visioning work, the miraculous meditations, magic carpet. That is a really good one to do. That's really going to help that visioning for the world card too. Big time. Thank you so much, Mel. Thank you for your generosity. Thank you. Thank you. We so appreciate you. And we appreciate all of you coming in. We have one more reading, I think. Um, okay. Valerie, and this is our last call. Oh my gosh, Valerie, sending much love to Ukraine. And does Valerie have a question? I've been debating on staying or leaving the connection with my Capricorn. How are his feelings about the connection currently? I'm trying to figure out my emotion before making a decision. Okay, let's take a look and see. All right, you are going to get 3-card reading and that bonus oracle card. Okay. Thank you so much for your support. And then we're going to do spin our wheel. Last call. If you want a reading, this is your last call. And then we're going to spin the wheel and see who gets that throne candle. Love Witch has probably made a wheel or is making one as we speak because I reminded her. All right. Let's take a look. Oh, okay. Here's what I'm seeing. I've been debating on staying or leaving the connection with my Capricorn. How are his feelings about the connection currently? I'm trying to figure out my emotions before making a decision. Well, here's what I'm seeing. Judgment card is about evolution and expansion. I'm going to tell you something. I do not feel that sometimes I go, oh, a certain relationship feels like the juice is squeezed out of it. And that's all there is, right? Like there's no more you can get out of this. That is not what I see with this relationship. There is more evolution to come. There's more expansion to come. This is like, this card is like, there's going to be an opening up. There's going to be an evolution to this relationship. So here's what I would say, with this card, I think there is a check-in that is useful to you, Valerie, with this. To get very clear on what it is that you want in relationship and then express it to the other person, not in a way of saying you need to do this or you need to do that or you need to do the other thing. It is communicating. Knight of Swords. Swords are communication and Knight is being bold, right? So it's communicating what is important to me to the other person. So I'm going to give an example. I'm going to pretend as if this may not be your story, but I'm just saying, for example, how you would present this. I'm looking for a relationship where I get to spend, at least a few days every week with my special person, with my person. That's what I'm looking for in relationship. That's it. You make a statement. That gives such grace in a relationship because number one, you're saying what you're thinking, right? You're speaking your truth in the relationship. That's the Knight of Swords all the way, speaking your truth. You're speaking your truth in a way that allows the other person the grace to either say, oh, that's not what I'm looking for in a relationship. Okay, then you know where you stand with that person. Or they go, oh, I didn't know that Valerie wanted to spend that much time. I'd like to spend that much time, but I thought maybe I'd be too much. Right. So I think that's like, I would pick like one or two really important things to you that you want to express to the other person. But you have to first start and begin with getting clear, which is also a swords thing, getting clear with what it is that you're looking for. Right? What is it that I'm looking for in relationship that isn't happening here? But what we don't want to do is go, you need to spend more time with me. Because everybody, when they get an order from headquarters, the natural inclination is like, whoa, 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 you're not the boss of me. Most people are like that, right? So how can we say it in a way that it like expresses our truth but doesn't make a requirement of anyone, but we can start to have that conversation. Because I see this card, I don't think the juice is out of this relationship yet. And then our third card is the Lover's card. I do not think this relationship is done. I don't think this person is done. But I do think a conversation has to happen where you express what it is you're looking for. And fair enough. If you say, like, for example, my example, I want to spend at least 2 or 3 days every week with my person. And the other person says, I want to have a lot of freedom and I just want to see each other every other week. Then you know where you stand. You're not going to try and change that person, but then you can step away from that person and go, okay, well, they have different dreams and visions and want different things in life than I do. Fair enough. I wish them well in finding that person that only wants to get together twice a month. Great. But that's not me, right? So it's coming from a real strong place when you say that. When you're saying, this is what I need, this is what I need, and this is what I'm looking for. Then they get to say, oh, I'm going to step it up. Let's do it. Or they're going to go, that's not what I'm looking for. And you can end things, but you'll end things with clarity rather than this, I don't know where things stand, or this energy that feels a little bit. But I think Capricorn just is a slow mover. And I think when you say what you're looking for, um, he may step up in a way. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's really good. All right, let's see what your oracle card says. Oh, nurture. Yeah. I don't think this is time in any way, shape, or form to be like, forget it. I'm done. I'm moving on. This is not that. None of this energy is about that. It's to have a conversation. So, this is the steps that you need to do in a very laid out for you. Number one, get clear with yourself about what it is you're looking for. I don't want a list of 20 things that you're looking for. Pick two. I mean, you can have the list of 20, but you're not going to bring 20 to him. Get clear and then pick your two really big, most important things, or the places where this relationship is really not working for you in some way. I'm looking for somebody that communicates more with me, or I'm looking for a relationship where I can spend a few days a week with somebody, you know, and then get clear about that and then have that conversation with him, right? At that point, when you say, I'm looking for a relationship with this, you will see the road. Either he'll go, oh, I'll step it up, or I'll be that to you, or that's not me. I get the feeling that he'll step it up with what the cards are showing here. He'll go, oh, I didn't know. I didn't know you wanted to spend that much time. Okay, let's do it, right? Or whatever it is that you're wanting. So yeah, I think there's more juice in this relationship. I don't think the relationship has run its course. It's got lots of positive energy, but the communication has to happen. When we make assumptions, oh my gosh, so many things happen, right? We can make assumptions. He's making assumptions. You're making assumptions. Let's have a conversation. Let's have a conversation. All righty. Oh, let's read one of your cards. Let's read the Lover's card. Why not? Why not read the card that you want to hear about the most, right? The lovers, 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 where they are. Okay. Lemony strawberry living in perfect harmony. Yum, yum. You are so delicious, and I love you so much. I find it irresistible, my belle, that your flavor is different from mine, yet we go together so well. I promise that I will always be sweet on you till the end of my days. I will see you, cherish you, accept you as you are, and won't want you to be anything different ever. We are a team. Oh, that's a good message of this card. Lover's card does represent a team player, right? Fruity fruit, no substitute. Your cute jumpsuit puts me in the mood. How lovely is this scenario? The lovers can represent teammates who get along or partners who communicate effectively. Communication is key. Or this card could symbolize your heart, emotions, and your rational mind, thinking, working in unison. I never thought of that before. Isn't it nice when they are in balance, when your head does not have to fight your heart? How graceful, faithful, colorful, cheerful, masterful. So, my dear kittens, Don't hesitate. Learn to communicate and freely appreciate. Know the difference when to respond with emotion and when to use your head. That way we can all live it up all the way to the end of the rainbow. Love that. So good. Yeah. Yeah. So I think this is time for some communication. That's what this card is saying. So cute and sweet. All right, you guys, let's look at our wheel. We'll make our wheel of giveaway. Our wheel of giveaway. Let's show what we're giving away first. I'm going to share that first. First, I'm going to show you what we're giving away. This is what we're giving away. This is what we're giving away. This is the brand new, just released moments ago, crone candle. Super cute new candle, magical little crone. She represents the crone within us. Doesn't matter if you're male, female, young, old. She represents the crone, the wise one within us, right? Beautiful candle. As I said before, she's got a broom. We can use this candle to sweep away what no longer serves us. She's got a familiar. We can use it to bring our magical partners into our life. We can use it to enhance our wisdom, to enhance our magic. A beautiful, beautiful candle. So that's what we're going to be spinning the wheel for. So let's get to that wheel. Let me get to that wheel. And by the way, you guys, we raised $360 this week. You guys are amazing. Amazing, amazing. Can't believe how good that is and how amazing that is. All right, let's get this. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you so much for your generous donations, your wonderful supportive messages for you people of Ukraine. And let's see who's going to win our, oh my gosh, so many windows. I have to click this and click that and click the other thing there. I think that is working now. All right. Okay, let's see who's going to win. We've got everybody's name on there. Thank you so much for your wonderful generations. Let's just do one little shout out to Devon, Evelyn, Carol, Hengwin, Mel, Valerie, Zoya, Jessica. Thank you guys so much for your generous donations. We're so grateful to you. Let's see who's going to win this candle. The winner, well, we'll tell you who the winner is. Oops, I have to push the button over here. All right, let's see who our winner is first. Jessica, you're the winner. Okay, Jessica. We know your address. You don't have to come on to the chat. We'll send you, we know how to find you. We'll send you a link so you can get that candle. Rest of you can buy that candle at Parlor of Wonders or at madampamita.com. Don't forget, Parlor of Wonders is moving April 1st through April 15th. We will not be shipping. You can still place orders, but we will be moving. Divine Hand Gym is going to be taking over the manufacturing and production. We're moving all of that down to Tucson, Arizona. If you want to reach me, I'm at madampamita.com. Both places you can buy the products. Both places you can buy the products. If you want a reading with me, you can get it at both places too. But if you want your workshops and classes, that's at madampamita.com. If you want to connect with me, that's at madampamita.com. But either place you can go make your purchases and do all that. If you have questions about your shipments, you have to ask Parlor of Wonders, not me. I mean, for right now, it's still me, but it's going to be changing April 1st. So, all right, you guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your generous donations. I'll be sending those over to Sobotan Harbor. I'll be throwing in some extra money too, and we'll have a nice big donation for them, and they'll feed 10 seniors this week. That'll be awesome for them. And awesome. Thank you so much for you guys. Thank you so much for being here, hanging out with us. We'll be back next week. Maybe the Love Witch will stay on for longer than 2 minutes next time. I'm changing that picture. I'm swearing to you on the picture that I have on the announcements, which for some reason I couldn't get the announcements to work today. Anyway, thanks so much, you guys. We'll see you at the Spell Squad Forum all this week, and I'll see you at all the things on Sunday next week. Live Magic Q&A Tea Party. Don't forget to go to coven.vip. Check out all the perks over there. You know the drill. Have a great evening, everyone. We'll see you soon. All right. Bye-bye.